So, today I want to talk about something that is dear to my heart, and it's all about the business that I just recently sold, Vasco's Chargrill Chicken. So, I had built this business and brand over the last 6 years, and recently I just announced that we sold all of it. And it's been an amazing journey along the way. And today I want to share with you five of my biggest lessons that I have learnt through building this brand and this business. Something that I hope these 5 tips might be able to help you if you've got an idea or a concept that you're wanting to, put out there in the world, and something might be holding you back. Because I have to tell you, 6 years ago, my husband said, "Hey, let's start that little chicken restaurant we always spoke about." And I was like, "What? What restaurant were you talking about? Do I look like a chicken lady?" I was like, "This isn't going to happen. I'm not interested." We spoke more about it. He kept pushing this idea, this concept. He took me to charcoal chicken restaurants. I saw them, people lining up out the door. I understood the concept as an entrepreneur, but I still did not have enough information. I had never been in the hospitality industry before. The only thing I knew about chicken was that I love to eat it. And the only thing I knew about restaurants was that I used to love going to them, still do. But outside of that, I did not know how to build a restaurant or a brand for that fact. But, what I did was I figured it out. And my first lesson I want to share with you is figuring it out, because I know so many people that hold themselves back because they say, "I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the ducks in a row. I've never been in that industry. How could I possibly do that? It's a complete pivot to what I know. I don't have the skill set. It wasn't my training." And this is the thought process that goes through people's heads and their minds, because they think that they can't do it because they have never done it before. And so I just want to give you this idea in your mindset to start to think, hey, things can actually be figured out. I don't have to have all the answers in the beginning. How would you have all the answers when you're starting out with something new? You're not creating the wheel. Usually you'll always find somebody that has already done what you're about to do, and you might be wanting to do it in a different way. But it's about not holding yourself back in life and worried and have the fear that you can't do it because you've never done it before. And the mindset of figuring something out, if you start with that and in life, hey, I may not have all the answers right now, but I have the mindset no matter what challenge I come up against or what obstacle I come up against, I'm going to figure it out. If you can do that, that is how I started my business. That's how I started Vasco's. I didn't have all the answers. I hadn't been in this industry, but I had the mindset, no matter what happens, we'll figure this out. And we did, and I think also in life, it's not about being too rigid. And because people have that mindset that, no, I've got to stay down this road. This is all I know and this is all I'm going to do. But you may have in your heart an idea or a concept or a dream or a goal of what you want to achieve, but you're holding yourself back because you think you can't. And if you just change that mindset to, no matter what happens, I think I can figure this out, or I could get some help and advice then from somebody who's already done it before me, who can actually help me figure this out. And that, my friend, especially in the world that we live in today, with everything at our fingertips and the resources that we have, you can figure it out. So don't let that hold you back. Sometimes it's about just taking a risk and just waiting for it to evolve, let it unfold. And people will always come and help you. And, the wind will be at your back if you take a chance and you just really decide that you're going to walk down that journey, that, you're going to follow your goals and your dreams, and understand that, it's usually the fear of failure that holds people back. But if you have the mindset and understand you are going to fail, you're going to fail at a lot of things. I failed at so many things in this business. A lot of things where I fell flat on my back and I just had to keep getting myself back up and back up. And that is called resistance. And that is when you start to trust yourself. That is when you start to become bulletproof. That's when you get stronger because you learn from your lessons. You will fail at things, especially things that are new. It is life and it is going to happen. You will embarrass yourself and you will, I know for me, that's how I felt in this business. There's so many things that I did that I'm just like, was so embarrassed about, and it was like silly mistakes along the way and things I had to learn from. But we had a lot of wins as well. There's like business, there's wins and there's down times and lows, but there's also highs, when you win and you kick some big goals. But I tell you what, you learn the most lessons from your losses and when you're down and out. That's where you learn. You don't win from the win. You don't learn from the wins. Okay, they're great and you need those, trust me, and you want those, and they will come. More of those will come down the track, the better that you get at things. But understand that the lessons always come in the hard times. The lessons always come in the things that are the most challenging. When you overcome that challenge and then you overcome that obstacle and then you just keep going and going and going, that's life. So that is the biggest thing that I know as my first lesson that I want to teach people is the fact that, number one, figure it out. Everything is figure outable. All right. Don't let that hold you back because you don't have all the answers to start with. Okay. Because you will one day have the answers. What I know now, 6 years down the track, I didn't have a clue when I first started. So don't let those things hold you back because you will figure those out. So lesson number one is that. And I hope that helped you today to be able to think about an idea for yourself, maybe starting a business, a brand, building your social media profile. You don't have all the answers to start, but trust me, one day you will. So I hope that helps.